Morning. Hi, I was going to come on earlier, but something happened and I couldn't do that then. So, anyway, I just thought I would just talk about sensitivity and kind of what's happening at the moment in the world. If you're an empath, that means that you can take on the feelings of other people or energies or situations around you and think that they are yours. And with all this crazy, and it is crazy kind of stuff that's happening in the governments, we can actually be affected by it and think it's ours. And it's, if you are very sensitive, it's just an awareness of things and energies, and you might have felt that from people in your life. So we have different forms of empathy as well. Hi, Cosmic Love. Hi. And what I know about it, and I've been thinking even more about it really, all my life I've been massively empathic and an empath, and it's who I've come here to be, and it's how I could teach all the children just by reading the energy in the classroom. It's how I can coach people around the world without seeing them, because I have an awareness of energy. And so I'm actually an energy intuitive really, and many of us are, and it's not something that we're ever taught about or even trained about. It's something that you just might know in your life. So, you might know that, growing up there might have been an uncle or an auntie that you didn't particularly like being around, or there was someone that at school that you were, I'm not sure about them. But it was just a kind of like a knowing. And empaths and sensitives have this ability to really pick up on people. Now, I can go in a coffee shop and I can look, right, shall I go and sit there, there? Oh no, that person seems really nice energy. I'll go and sit there. And that's what I've always done in my life. It comes from an instinct. It comes from being animals, basically, as well, in that we are highly attuned to, also to survive, but really. It comes really very much on an instinctive level as well, I believe. But you can take on. Thank you for the hearts, bless you. Yeah. I know there are lots of people on my page who are massively empaths and can be, I can just, have someone phone me or I read something and I can be in their energy straight away. And it's something that people don't really talk about very much, but there are doctors who are now even talking about it. And there's nothing wrong with you. I think this is what I want to try and put out to the world. It's just you have a massive awareness. And I actually think also people that are thought of as anxious as well are actually just people who pick up the energy of other people at times, and who think it's your energy when it's not. And I really want to broadcast this now out, because I think that the sensitives of the world are just the people who are, I think we're all different body types. We all come here with different missions. We all come here with different abilities. But like the nurses, the empaths, I don't know, there's lots of people in the world who are doing caring kind of work. And then you've got other people who appear not to have any feeling at all, who won't feel anything. Now, I'm a body sensitive, so I can tune to someone's energy and I will feel it in my body, like the whole thing. And some people, it's a bit mad, a bit crazy, but actually the older I've got, the more I realise that's absolutely, and I will say it's almost like a super ability, really, when you see it like that. So, I just don't think there's much kind of shared around it. I know Dr. Christian Northrup talks about it very much, but I also think it's how people have been shamed through lifetimes, really, for being too sensitive. A lot of the creatives are very sensitive people. And I also, on a collective level, I was just really thinking about this. I'm going to write about this more in my next book. We all come here as parts of the collective. So you're going to need the people going out there making the money, like, the hunter-gatherers that went and got the food and had their energy was really strong and they, could go in anywhere. You're going to need the sensitives to nurture, to nurture the children, nurture the old people, nurture the people in hospital. It's part of the whole psyche of the collective energy. And I massively feel that so many of us who have kind of massive sensitivities have been shamed very much. Anne-Marie just says some energy that's toxic can make us sick almost simultaneously. I absolutely agree. But I think it's about having that awareness that it's not your energy. And even I, being around people that, and I've come home and felt really weird the next day or the next evening. And I think that's it, Anne-Marie, exactly it. So it's about really knowing that and really understanding and going, is this mine? And asking the question, is this mine or someone else's? And you'll get the answer straight away. So it's about, maybe having baths, salt baths, going out, and I have walks in nature all the time. I feel great in nature because that's where my energy is kind of cleared all the time. If I have loads of calls with people, I can feel really drained. But I do have that ability to when I do a call with somebody, I get a lot of people, ringing me just wanting me to help them straight away. But actually, it affects me on a bodily level when I go into someone's energy. Anne-Marie just says it's difficult to go into stores. Yeah, I hate shopping centres. I live in the country. I live in a log cabin in the woods by a lake. That's my ideal place of perfection. But I really feel collectively it's a story that we need to start to put out there, really. That someone who's sensitive and has an ability to kind of feel stuff, there's nothing wrong with somebody like that. I couldn't have taught all the children that I taught if I didn't have that awareness of energy. I'd have Joey under the table and Anne round the corner of me. So, and I'd have to kind of almost like see it. And I was thinking about this too, and I've written a bit in my book. I always had an awareness of energy behind me, and I will say I've had that. When I played volleyball for England, my life makes sense now. Even like people like coming up behind me playing volleyball to the side, I had an awareness without even looking at where people were. And, I think this is, great team players have that ability. So we are basically animals. We can't get away from it. We are basically animals. So, but it's kind of just being aware of that and not being shamed for that, I think. So I really just wanted to talk about that. But you might want to just do some tapping with me. And I'm just going to see where it goes. So when I do EFT sessions with people, I just tune into their energy. So I can clear stuff quite quickly because I can really feel what someone else is feeling and go into it. But I thought I might do some more. If you care to share this, it might help someone. My book is also out there, Remember Who You Truly Are. I've written quite bits of pieces in that too, but I've got another book coming out. I'm here for coaching, or if anyone else needs to kind of clear some stuff or thinks they've taken on stuff that actually isn't theirs. I don't mind saying, a lot of people know I've got a real bullying elder brother. And all his life, he just projected his shit onto me, whole of his life. And when my dad died, I said, what's it all ever been about? And he said, oh, I've been jealous of you. It's like, oh my God, how you're an adult. I was a teacher and everything. He's a charity worker, but he's just done this like bullying energy to me my whole life. And it's a shame because he never got to meet me in his lifetime. And he's not someone I want to be around. But, it's obviously his own insecurity at a deep soul level. And I don't feel I was ever consciously nasty to him. I might have gone, oh, don't be like that, or something as a child. But, so I don't know. So we can be affected even like that. So as I'm saying that, you might have had situations in childhood where, oh, my phone was just knocked out there. But yeah, anyway, I just thought I would come on. I think also with a super moon coming up, we've got a moon in Libra coming up. And also a retrograde. So we're all coming back. Yeah, we're all on our own journey. Absolutely, Anne-Marie. There's no one that's alike. I mean, that's really coming in. When people criticise you or shame you or blame you for stuff, it's like no one knows what your journey's been like or who you've been or your whole life experience. There's no one like you, and I think that's true really. And I think we're in a world and society, especially with children, and I think it's very much, I was speaking to someone yesterday, with all the teaching that I did, we were trying to clone these children into boxes as well. And there are no boxes for children to fit in. And I think I think, again, I will write a book for children eventually or parents, but, we're all unique and so special. And that's where governments don't get this in education, I don't think at all. But I think times will change very much. I think things are changing very much as we're kind of waking up. It's an equinox too, so it's a powerful time at the moment. But there's this supermoon in Libra as well. yeah, we're all dealing with different levels of awareness and understanding. Absolutely, Anne-Marie, I totally agree. And to some people, this will be, what's she talking about? Because this won't just be in their sphere of consciousness, and they won't have any, say, recognition of it or remembering of it, or they'll just, this is not something, you know, I've had an awareness of energy because it's who I've been all my life, with all the teaching, you know, taught in I think I ended up in about 200 schools going in. So I was always observing, always looking, and that's kind of who I've been, you know, even with the coaching that I do. So I'm just really, when I do coaching and I do readings and EFT, which is what I was going to do today, I've just got that kind of I'm sitting in non-judgment, but I'm always in a kind of listening and actually feeling mode, really, when I coach. Can't really explain it, really, but it's how I am. So anyway, I just thought I'd just do a bit of tapping. Yeah, you might care to share this. It might help somebody. So I'm just going to start and let's just see. So for anyone out there who's just been wants to bring a bit more positivity into their life at the moment as well. So you can tap on your karate chop points, or you do what you call a setup statement. So I'm just going to go with the flow, really. So even though I or you may have been feeling some of this chaotic energy in the world at the moment, I love and completely accept myself anyway. Even though there's been all this crazy stuff in the world and it just seems a bit chaotic, I love and completely accept myself anyway. Letting go of any anxiety about the world at the moment. Letting go of anybody's energy that I've taken on and thought was mine. Letting go of thinking and fearing that things are going to go bad with this Brexit stuff. Letting go of any negative energy I've taken on board that's from anybody else. Letting go of anything negative. Letting go of anything negative. Just going to do a positive round, actually. So bringing in anything positive. Bringing in more love. Bringing in more joy. Bringing in more magic. Knowing that it's okay to be sensitive in the world. Knowing that it's okay to be my complete authentic self. Bringing in far more awareness that it's okay to step out and not be afraid of what anybody else says, not be afraid of what anyone else thinks. Knowing that I am loved, knowing that I can be joyous at this time, letting go of anybody else's stuff that's imprinted at a cellular memory, letting go of any past projections, fears of anybody else, letting go of my own fears and projections that I've projected onto anybody else, bringing in far more awareness of who I am and knowing that I can put love, kindness and empathy out into the world, knowing that it's okay to be a sensitive. I no longer have to be shamed, blamed or criticised for being sensitive. I honour and value my sensitivity. I honour and value my awareness of energy, my awareness of higher consciousness. Bringing in so much love, bringing in so much joy, bringing in so much magic now. I am unafraid to share all my love. I'm unafraid to share all my lights. Knowing that everyone's flawed at some level. But what I choose to see and what I choose to project into the world is love and kindness. Kindness and love. Love and kindness. bringing in much more joy, much more magic. Knowing the world is abundant with kind and loving people at this time. Choosing to bring in kind and loving people into my energy field. Choosing to let go of anyone who shames, blames or criticises. Understanding again that we are all flawed, but what I choose to focus on each day is totally up to